Right. Shall we crash on? Run, Lola, run?
Okay, there are a great many different takes on time travel, some less conventionally time travel than others, like for instance, Je t'aime, je t'aime. One other such is Tom Tykwer's Lola Run, Lola Run, which opts for the time loops until you get it right approach of Groundhog Day, albeit a massively shortened version of Phil Connor's Karmic Purgatory. And yes, I know I'm mixing religions here, but I feel pretty confident that that description, Karmic Purgatory, works. Though, in both films, time travel is kind of irrelevant because it becomes a case of love winning out. Franka Potenta's Lola and Moritz Bleibtreu's Manny are a young couple who do Hadouken, who do low-level work for a criminal gang, but Manny in particular is looking to move up, and is being trusted with a large sum of money as a test. Not his lucky day then, when Lola, who is to collect him after the deal, has her moped stolen and never arrives. Forced to walk a long distance and then get the subway, a stressed Manny panics when he sees security guards enter the train and flees, leaving behind the bag with the money, which is found by a homeless man. Manny phones Lola to tell her that he's in trouble. It's no biggie, really. Except for the part where he needs to find 100,000 Deutsche Mark in the next 20 minutes or the gang boss will kill him. That aside, it occurs to him that it would be a spiffing idea to rob the supermarket across the road from the phone booth he is in. For some reason, Manny believes a supermarket will have that sort of money by midday. But Lola pleads with him not to. Manny gives her an ultimatum. If she is not there by 12, which is in only 20 minutes, then he's going in. A frantic Lola desperately tries to think of ways in which she can obtain that much money and reach Manny in time, and begins by going to see her bank manager father. A kinetic run through and around Berlin ensues, and we see glimpses of how the lives of those who cross Lola's path play out after their encounters, and it's all accompanied by a now painfully mid-90s techno soundtrack. Lola's attempt to reach Manny doesn't end well, and, well, Lola dies, which is, unexpected 30 minutes into the film. But she's not ready to give up just yet, and it seems the universe is willing to give her another chance. So, miraculously, she finds herself back in her house, taking Manny's call. Another 2 sprints to the German capital follow, with some subtle, and some not so subtle differences that proceed from things as simple as a delay of a few seconds, and the deliberate actions of a blind woman who seems to know far more than she possibly could. Now, I've not seen Lola Rent since... James, when did this come out? 20 years ago. Probably about 19 years then. And I remember really liking it at the time, so it's another one of those films I had a bit of trepidation about going back to. And fortunately, I still really like this film. It's very much one of those ones that's quite loosely time travel based, but possibly a bit more strongly than Je t'aime, je t'aime. Because it does, as I said, it does have that kind of Groundhog Day feeling about it.
Yeah.
The only thing that really bothered me this time was that the pain track. The pain track? Well, that's accurate actually, the pain track, because it caused me a lot of pain. The soundtrack is painfully dated. It's exactly the sort of music you'd have expected to hear in Trainspotting, for instance, 1986's Trainspotting. It has a very kind of underworld feel about it.
Yeah.
And I remember liking that very much in the mid-1990s, but not so much now. It's that dates the film so badly. I mean, it's not bad music. I don't really care for techno much anymore, and I used to like techno a lot. But it's rather painful. But other than that, I just find it's a rather pleasingly kinetic film without having to force that with so many jump cuts that maybe 10 years later would have been, it was be cutting angle every 10 seconds. It's fair to say it's a fairly slight film though. I have seen lots of suggestions that it's about difference between like predestination and free will and determinism, and I'm like, really? It kind of just seems to me like a kind of throwaway wee film, which I enjoy watching a lot, but has precisely zero depth, except for perhaps the blind woman, because she doesn't make any sense. But I just do like the idea that, if you shout at someone, then it maybe affects them in a way that puts their life in one direction.
Yeah.
And it does that a wee bit, and I like the change of visual style, the little inserts of animation, then those shots of still photographs of what could happen to a person, like, and then, the causality, which as we were talking about a couple of films ago, the causality of you do one thing, one case it ends in misery for a person, but another way it ends up that you do a good thing for a person, you save their life, or it causes two people to end up in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of like that, and I like the time travel stuff that kind of affects causality. Like I like the girl who leapt through time in particular. It is, I can see the music putting people off though. Again though, like Primer, this is a film that got me really excited for Tom Tykwer's work, and then I saw Perfume, and yeah, Tom Tykwer's dead to me because I hate Perfume so much. But I'm glad to find I go back to Lola Run and still really enjoy it.
Yeah, I think maybe he's redeemed himself a little bit in my eyes by his more later collaborations with the Wachowskis for things like Sense8 and Cloud Atlas, which have their own failings, believe me, but they're at least ambitious, and
Cloud
they're
Atlas
certainly
really
much better than Perfume.
Yes.
I'd not seen this somehow. I'm not sure why. Somebody just hadn't seen this until the other week there. I like it. It was quite. I don't have much more to say about it. You've covered pretty much everything I was going to say there. I think it's got quite a few little nice sound clues to help geographically locate people as it's going through its sort of split screen running sections and such, which worked quite well. So it's quite well laid out that way. I appreciate that. It's a very simple thing, but I quite appreciate that.
The sound design and music are tied pretty well together, actually. Also, the rhythm of the music matches the rhythm of the editing so well. That's particularly well done.
Mm-hmm. And the soundtrack didn't bother me as much because I'm horrendously retro anyway. So, it's really entertaining, and it's only 80 minutes, and it's incredibly pacey, punchy stuff. So why wouldn't anyone want to watch this? Yeah, I highly recommend it. I mean, I don't think there's really a lot to chew on here, as you kind of say. It's a bit flyaway, but it's a really enjoyable 80 minutes. So why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you watch it? A good choice, I think. As you say, time travel? Only barely, I suppose. And yeah, if you want sort of a hard science fiction film about the mechanics of time travel, this is definitely not your bag.
No, it's absolutely not it, yes.
But if you want a fun film, and who doesn't, then yeah, give this a go.
I mean, I will be honest, this one I put in because I remembered liking this film a lot, and I was like, well, that'll be a good excuse to watch it again, because I was like, I don't really remember this being much about time travel, but okay, because I found it in several lists of, lesser known time travel films or things like that, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, it is time travel in the way that Groundhog Day is, but I never really considered Groundhog Day a time travel film that strongly either, but okay, it's a good film and I like it, so I'll let that one slide.